As Silver Guy went up the steps to the central door of the brick building, Winter quickened his pace. He set his computer bag down at the base of the stairs, then trotted up behind the man as he was opening the door. It was only as he closed in on his target, only at the very last second, that Winter realized he had made a terrible mistake. Today we talk about Andrew Klavan's newly released and critically acclaimed book, The House of Love and Death, which is the third installment of what's supposed to be a very long series called the Cameron Winter series, which follows an adventure-seeking or crime-solving college professor that is actually combat trained. He's got a long military spy past, and he is trying to somewhat live a normal life, but he keeps being drawn in to this adventure series. It's very fun, so let's get this started. The story picks up mostly where the last one, called A Strange Habit of Mind, left off, where Cameron Winter is having these long therapeutic discussions with Margaret Whitaker, who is his therapist, and he's still somewhat getting comfortable with her, and he's trying to work his way around to some of his deepest, darkest secrets. And as that's unfolding, a separate mystery really kicks the book off, and that's the murder of pretty much an entire family in a very well-to-do part of town. In a very rich part of town, in a gated community, on a very scenic hill, this beautiful house is burning to the ground, and firefighters respond. And what they arrive to is a bloodbath. They see a father, a mother, a daughter, a nanny killed, and suddenly the lone survivor of this story, a young boy, wanders out of the woods, purely traumatized by the incident. And this really kicks off the story as Cameron Winter reads about it, and something in his mind, that strange habit of mind addressed in the prior book, really kicks into gear, where not only does he take himself into the situation, but a certain aspect of it he very much fixates on, and he can't really identify why the story stands out to him, but there's something in that house that he has to find out about. So he goes to visit this home and visit this community and try to unravel this mystery that he sees. Once Cameron Winter arrives on the scene, he discovers that there's more to this mystery than just who committed the actual murder, but there's also individual mysteries surrounding each individual person involved in the crime. So for instance, the father, who's lifted up as this highfalutin figure in the community who does volunteer work. He's a local psychologist. He's well-to-do. There's also this underbelly beneath his life, this kind of sub-life that Winter finds very disturbing, as well as the mother. The daughter who was murdered in the house has a relationship with a boy who disappeared, and he's trying to get to the center of that mystery to determine if the boy committed the murder, if he was involved, if he knew about it, if there's anything else regarding that, as well as speaking to the boy's family. Then there's the issue of the nanny, who seems to stick out to him. He's got all these questions about why the nanny was where she was, the timing between how she was able to allegedly help the boy out of the house. And so there's all this mystery that is really troubling Cameron Winter. And in addition to that, there's this pushback he's getting from the local authority. As all this is unfolding, Cameron is telling Margaret Whitaker, his psychologist, about this one particular memory he has. He's been building up to it across two books, and what he's trying to unfold for her is the worst act he has ever committed, the most heinous deed as this kind of secret agent spy that he has ever committed, and it's kept him from, in his eyes, living a truly fulfilled life, and in particular, living a life where he is capable of loving someone fully and giving his heart to another woman. Margaret is particularly disturbed by this, not only because she genuinely cares about him and she has an actual maternal love for him, but also she wonders if she has the ability to offer him the forgiveness that he seeks, given what he has already told her from previous books about his life as a secret agent. He's committed murder. He's committed betrayal. He's been responsible for the death of people very close to him that he cares about. And so she's wondering, after all these foul deeds that he has done in working kind of semi for the government, what could possibly be worse than this, and could she actually forgive him? The book is more than just a crime thriller. It's more than just an action book. It's very intellectual. Andrew Klavan discusses the nature of human relationships, the nature of how we see the world, and just the mental frameworks that make for a heinous mind and one for a more noble mind. And so you learn not just about the unfolding of a crime and the unfolding of a mystery, but you also learn a little bit about the nature of human beings. I find that particularly interesting. I think Andrew Klavan is an absolute master at understanding human nature, and his writing is just rock solid. He's one of my favorite fiction writers of all time. The printing itself, done by Mysterious Press, is absolutely beautiful. Andrew Klavan has a good relationship with Mysterious Press, and they just knock it out of the park every single time they design a book for him. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it feels good in the hand, it's got the perfect mystery aesthetic. I love it. I got this book on pre-order on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon as well. It is truly worth the read. You don't even have to read the prior two. That's When Christmas Comes and A Strange Habit of Mind to enjoy The House of Love and Death. You can read this one straight up and still enjoy it every bit as much, but I highly recommend you get A Strange Habit of Mind and When Christmas Comes. The book is The House of Love and Death by the legend Andrew Klavan. Go out and get yourself a copy. Thanks for watching, everybody, and go read something.